Good evening. I'm Phil Herron, editor of the Daily Times and DelcoTimes.com. Welcome back to another edition of our live stream internet broadcast. We call this little show Live from the Newsroom. That's where we take the people and the issues that are making headlines here in Delaware County. We bring them into our offices in beautiful downtown Primos, and we talk about some of the key issues of the day. We are back out on the road now that we have the holidays and the non-blizzards behind us, and we have returned once again to our home away from home here on the beautiful campus of Widener University. And we want to start the program as we start a new semester with our partnership with the good folks at Widener. We want to offer our thanks to the folks at Widener who are hosting us once again this semester. We happen to have one of their mavens of public relations who's going to be on the panel with us tonight, Dan Hansen. We'd also like to thank, obviously, Widener President Dr. James Harris for his cooperation with the show. We are in beautiful Freedom Hall, home of the Widener Communications Department, and we utilize for the show their state-of-the-art TV studio, which is an absolute knockout, I can attest to. And we also get the opportunity to use some of the students in Professor Tim Sapansky's communications class. They work behind the scenes, they work the cameras, and then they do their best to try to make this ugly mug look good. Tonight we're going to be here on the campus of Widener talking about a less than beautiful problem that continues to affect the city that Widener calls home. We're going to talk about violence in the city of Chester and a new effort in the city in conjunction with the school and an organization called the Riverfront Alliance of Delaware County. They are joining together to spearhead this new effort to combat the problem. Let me introduce you to our panel that we have tonight. Two very, very familiar faces. To my left, the good mayor of Chester, the Honorable John Linder, is with us tonight. And to his left, obviously, Chester Police Commissioner Joe Bale. As I mentioned, we're joined tonight by the head of public relations for Widener. Dan Hansen is here with us, and we welcome to the program Michael McGee, who's the executive director of the Riverfront Alliance of Delaware County. A reminder to our viewers, we are an interactive show. We've been soliciting questions online from our readers. We have some of those that we'll get to in a few minutes. You can also log on to DelcoTimes.com and take part in our live chat. You'll also notice that after the show runs, it is archived live on the show, on the DelcoTimes.com website. Mayor, I'm going to start with you, if I might. To be honest, 2014 just finished up, not a particularly good year. And in truth, again, we're seeing the same kind of thing as we start 2005. The city of Chester recorded 30 homicides in 2014. That's out of a total of 49 in Delaware County. So far, you've had 3 in January. Clearly, violence and the safety of the citizens of Chester remains an issue. We're here tonight to talk about a new program utilizing an increased use of surveillance cameras. Talk a little bit about what you hope to accomplish with this new program.
Yes, Phil, thank you for having me tonight. And again, Chester, among cities, is experiencing the violence on a national basis, because we have it to the north of us in Philadelphia, to the south of us in Wilmington. And it's an issue for all the mayors that I talk with around the country. That being said, we did have a homicide year that we obviously did not like, didn't plan for, but that in itself, the number of homicides doesn't reflect all of the things that we have done, and it does not reflect all of the measures that have been taken to make the city safe. In fact, Commissioner Bell will be pointing out some of those specific things, and the homicide rate overall, I'm sorry, the crime rate overall has gone down. The homicides are something that we can't predict nor police and cannot control. However, when we go to start looking at a community, it takes more than one thing. We look at the aesthetic quality that surrounds the community, the lighting. We've made improvements in lighting in the communities. We looked at things that were absent in the past years, and that is the involvement of the citizens. We've had more participation than ever, and citizens calling 911 and giving specific information to the police. So it's overall, we have done a number of things that to attempt to make the city a safer city, and we have had an impact on crime overall, and statistically we'll show that as we talk about some of the things we've done. But one of the things that we really, really are happy about, and it has shown that cameras, the presence of cameras, does have an impact on crime in all areas, and not only preventing, but in actually solving a number of crimes. And we're happy to have the partnership with the Riverfront Alliance and Widener.
Commissioner, you were fairly outspoken in the press conference where we announced that literally there was going to be hundreds of additional surveillance cameras eventually added to the streets of Chester. You believe that they're going to be a crucial cog in this fight. What makes you so certain of that?
The biggest problem we have in the city is people's fear to become involved and cooperate. The police department's there to serve and protect. We're there expecting the support and cooperation from the community. The cameras can't be intimidated. They say they're there, you see it, it's what you need, and these are the things, as we had with the Rite Aid shooting, that was key in solving that crime.
All right, Michael McGee, Executive Director of the Riverfront Alliance of Delaware County, one of the groups that's been crucial in getting this program up and running in conjunction with Widener University as well as the city, along with money that you've gotten from PennDOT. Just take a few minutes, because I'm not sure that the people realize that's actually a little bit of a new moniker. Tell us about the group and the formation of the new name.
Yeah, I mean, our group was set up in 1996 as the Institute for Economic Development at the request of then Mayor Dominic Pileggi. And the idea was that if you get the corporate leaders in the community, you could help solve problems that the city itself either didn't have the financial wherewithal or the expertise themselves to do it. So just last year, and I should also add that one of the things that makes us unique is that it actually has to be the president, CEO, or owner of the organization who serves on the board. It's not, so if we want to get something done, the leadership is able to make that happen from the top down. So just last year, we modified our name. We thought that, the Institute for Economic Development was a little bit vague in terms of what our mission was. The Riverfront Alliance of Delaware County provides us a broader footprint from which to support economic development initiatives, which our mission is to serve as the catalyst for economic development along the Delaware County waterfront. And clearly, our members see public safety as an economic development issue. You have to feel safe and actually be safe for businesses, residents, students, patients to come into the city.
Right.